This podcast is brought to you by Protocol CRM and Shredify Coaching. Protocol CRM, the AI powered platform that helps coaches manage clients, leads, and follow-ups in one place. What that means for you if you are a coach? It means no more chaos. You can find the link down below in description. And now to introduce another sponsor of this podcast, Shredify Coaching. Shredify Coaching is structured training platform with nutrition and accountability for men who want real results, not motivation. If you get the value from today's episode, hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's go. Welcome to Shredify Podcast. In today's episode, we will speak about system, strength, and the truth about six packs. Before we even start, this episode is for educational purposes only. We are not medical doctors. Nothing here is medical advice. Most men do not fail because they lack motivation. Right. They fail because they have no system. Today, we will break down training structure, real life routines, and the truth about six packs. Plus, mental health. No hype, no shortcuts, only what works. Today's guest is Ivan Rajković. Ivan is a sports and strength coach with over a decade in fitness industry. He holds a bachelor's degree in sports training and has worked with general population, transformation clients, and high performers. He has lived and coached in Balkan and in the Middle East, Dubai and Abu Dhabi. His focus is on strength training, long-term system, and psychological side of why people change or why they quit, unfortunately. Ivan is not here to sell motivation or shortcuts. He is here to explain what actually works when real life hits. Ivan, welcome to Shredify Podcast.
Thank you.
So, to start off, for the people who do not know you, give me a quick version. What is your core focus as a coach? Strength, transformation, performance?
First of all, thank you for the invitation. It's really nice to be here. It's been a while since I've done podcasts, so thank you for the invite. I always like to discuss these topics because I find them really interesting. My passion and love is strength training, like true strength training. However, people seem to deviate from these things quite a lot, so they want either transformation or fat loss or weight loss, whatever that may be. But my true passion and my true love is actually strength training. So through my love, I'm trying to incorporate these things into the people's lives so they can understand the value of strength training for themselves and strength training in terms of longevity as well.
That's cool. That's cool. I just want to highlight before we even start. You said to me, I'm not here to speak about myself. I'm here to speak and help people and to help them actually point with the finger, hey, I've learned this from this Shredify podcast, which is really a good thing and good note to share with our audience. I would start first with the systems. You say most men, they fail because they have no system. From your experience, what is actually missing?
Well, the word system is actually very complicated and can be misinterpreted in many ways. But if we talk about failing, why most men fail is not only not having system, it's actually many more things, as you know from your own experience. But what is the thing that you see in a gym every single day? In every gym in the world, you will see a guy coming to the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week and not knowing what to do. He copies somebody else's routine. He doesn't know if this works or doesn't work. And it's not is it or is it not applicable to himself. And he spends years of doing these things without seeing any result. So this is a really important thing to mention, because if you actually want result, you need to know what you need to do in the gym. That's it. Showing up is simply not enough. You need to have goals, long-term and short-term, and based on this, you go forward. That's the only way you can get any sort of transformation that you actually want.
I think people overlay on motivation, and if we remove this motivation from them, they will not know what to do, and then the real system kicks in. And I really think that the high performers, they don't rely on motivation. They actually rely on system and guidance. And then this is the point when real coach jumps in and show you the real path, correct?
Yes, but how many times in the last few years have you heard the word discipline?
Many times.
I'm tired, but I'm disciplined, I want to show up. What's happening when you're so fatigued and you go in the gym? What can you actually do? Realistically speaking.
Realistically, you cannot do anything.
Exactly.
But
so discipline on its own is not enough. You need to fix other areas of your life. I like to talk with people about why. What's the deep reason behind their training? What is it, the reason why they want to do what they want to do? Whether that big and stronger, get shredded, get more muscle mass, improve their gut health or whatever. Their why needs to be so strong that other external factors like stress, kids, work, rain outside doesn't stop them, even when life gets messy. So if the why is strong enough, that's all you need to do. And each person has their own why and needs to find their own why. From your experience, I know that people who don't have strong why, they fail. So they get a transformation that lasts 3 months, maybe 6 months. They get a six-pack. Question is then what? Is it maintainable? Can you live normally on 7 or 8% body fat if you are a married man, if you have kids, if you have 9 to 5 job? I mean, those are the things that people need to take into consideration when they start setting the goals for themselves.
Yeah, I agree. But can I ask you something? I would like to rewind back. If somebody is out there sitting now and not knowing how to find this strong why, what would you say to him? How to speak to themselves?
It's very simple. Finding your why goes deep back into your past. You need to dig deep in yourself. Why do you want what you want? And only you can answer this to yourself. And only way you can answer this to yourself is if you're honest with yourself. And most people lie to themselves. So,
okay, if I ask you now, Ivan, why are you training every day? Yeah, you are a coach, but I know coaches who are not coming to the gym to train themselves. They just come do the job and they leave.
Yeah. Okay, so as I told you at the beginning of this podcast, I don't talk about myself, but I'll explain you why now. First of all, I don't train every day. My maximum training times is 4 times a week. Best case scenario is 5. If I can, I would train even less. If I can get away with 3 sessions a week, I probably would. I want to spend as little possible time lifting heavy weights, because lifting heavy weights hurts. And to answer your question, why am I doing it? It's very simple. Everything I do, or at least most of the stuff I do in my life, is for the love of it. That's it. Now, if you get back to my question that I asked you before about discipline, love beats discipline. If you love what you do, you don't really need to be disciplined and force yourself to do these things. It would be good if you can share a story with a link below this by Charles Poliquin. He wrote a small article about 10 years ago. Discipline doesn't work. So I'll send you a link so you can share it to people.
We will put the link here. So if we can, I can find now on YouTube and we can get through. But anyways, definitely, I love Charles Poliquin, and definitely we'll find the link and we will just go through. Like I will just put in description.
Of course, I think it's great. I quote it quite a lot on my stories during the years. Some people understand it, some people don't. But that's just, I share this opinion 100%. For example, you are responsible for your own life. Now you have an option. You need to choose. Do you like donuts or do you like six-pack?
Okay.
And that's
I know this story.
Yeah, so it's very simple, right?
Be a donut, yeah?
Don't be a donut.
Yeah.
We like donuts in moderation.
Yeah,
we all do.
In moderation, yes. Oh, just I was about to ask something and it went through my head. But anyways, we will get I'll get to it if I remember. Uh, when you say long-term system for somebody who has work, kids, stress, what is actually that for you when you say long-term system?
Long-term is, let's say you want to be able to play with your grandkids when you're 80 or 90. That's long-term. Only way you can play with your grandkids when you're 80 or 90, be able to run with them, joke with them, and those kind of things, is if you're healthy and if you're strong. Now, strength is literally the only predictor of longevity. If you take a look at the research, they have done it multiple times in a row with people who are living in old people's homes. The guy and the girl, man and woman, with the weakest grip, they die first.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like the grip strength is
the biggest predictor of longevity known right now. This is really interesting. And what improves your grip strength? Well, simple lifting weights.
Exactly.
That's it. It doesn't need to be too complicated.
That's true. Just go and hang on the bar.
Just do basic stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you and me come pretty much from the same country.
He's the same, almost the same country.
Almost the same country. It was the same country, but I split.
2006.
Yeah. But I still consider Serbia and Montenegro same country because I was born. I was 18 when they separated. So yeah. But if you remember, in your environment, who were really, really strong people even in the 70s and 80s? It was, correct me if I'm making a mistake, it was people who were chopping woods and doing physical labor,
Farmers,
right?
Yeah.
Farmers. Why is this? Because they move, they lift, they carry. That's it.
That's true. That's true. And those are the guys who wouldn't come and say, I have no time to do X, Y, Z. So that's the next question. If a guy says, I have no time, what is your honest response to that? I have no time to train 3 times per week, let's say.
Think again. Everybody has 3 hours a week. Every person in the world has 3 hours a week for strength training. If he doesn't have 3 hours, he has 2 hours, that's for sure. And nobody can tell me differently. You have trained high-performing people and people in really important jobs, same as me. If they can make it, normal person can make it.
That's what I was always saying, because I've been working with billionaires, so abnormal people.
Yeah.
And if this kind of people, they can make 5 times per week and then ask me to go for a walk, extra something, do the running in the morning, intervals, whatever, the people who are actually running 100,000 of employees.
Yeah.
Come on, my friend.
Exactly. I share your opinion 100%, and I agree. But you know what's good thing nowadays in terms of social media and those kind of things? Things are changing slowly, and in my opinion, for the better. Now, I don't know if you followed last week or the week before, FDA changed the food pyramid. Basically, it flipped it upside down.
I haven't seen. Can you tell us about?
Yeah, so do you remember old food pyramid? The layer was grains and then other stuff like broccoli and those kind of things towards the top. And only on the top you would have a little bit of meat and butter and fats because they thought fats are wrong. Fats are bad for you. They're going to give you high cholesterol, whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Now it flipped completely.
So now we have fats and meat at
now
the
you
foundation.
have the layer eggs, you have salmon, you have beef, you have nice things. But look at this. Most healthy people were eating like this in the first place. You're eating like this. I'm eating like this. General people didn't know these things. Okay, so now things are starting to change for the better. So people who are working really, really important jobs and they're CEOs or whatever, they're starting to understand the value of their own health because they understand that money is not enough. You can have all the money in the world. If you don't have health, you're screwed. Yeah. That's it. People, it was a saying before, okay, I'll work, make millions, then I'm 60, then I'm going to go spend it. Good. When you're 60, you're broken. You're going to give half of this money for the medications or whatever. You won't be able to move. Live now while you can. That's it.
That's true. That's true. So basically, I was saying, if you don't mind me telling this, there is the girl from Serbia. She sends me a message. Can you tell me what is the reasonable cost of an average online coach? And I ask her, what is the reasonable cost that you will spend in next 6, 12, 16, 24 months on doctors, healthcare, if you don't invest in somebody who will change your health? And when you see those two things, it's true. A good coach will keep you away from the doctor.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because he will understand the things. He will understand your blood panel. He will understand the movement itself, what you have to do. He will understand what you have to eat, and he will design the program that fits your lifestyle
And your needs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And on top of that, when he reads the panel, he will give you supplements which actually are not tablets which you get in the pharmacy for pain in your knee, for pain in your head, etc., etc., etc. When I said this, she said, "Oh, you're right."
Okay, you were lucky. She gave you a nice response. She understood what you're trying to say. Most people don't. They ask a question and they continue living their own lives. Okay, why did you ask me in the first place? You know what's my favorite thing? Can you recommend me good protein, for example, or magnesium? Doesn't matter. Now, I'm really hard with recommendations for supplement and for people. So I tell them three products. And then he or she asks me, okay, what do you think about this one? Oh, I don't think about it. I just gave you gold, and you're asking me for something. This is because it's either more convenient or easier to order or whatever. So if you ask me for the opinion, I'm going to give you the best. And this is what I want people to understand. I'm giving you what I'm using, what my family is using, what all my clients are using. And why am I giving you this? Well, because I've done research on the subject. And that's it.
Yeah, makes sense. So the simple training for the split for life, for real life. If man sits 8 hours a day, has limited time, maybe kids stress with the training split. What training split actually will work?
Okay, that's a great question. I really like these things. So let's look at a hypothetical 45-year-old male with 2 kids and 9-to-5 job, or 9-to-6, doesn't matter. First, what's the goal of this person? Does this person wants to lose weight? Does he needs to gain weight? Does he needs to improve the health? In my opinion and experience, bare minimum everybody should be doing is 2 hours a week. Like that's the lowest end that anybody should be doing. But if with your lifestyle, with the kids, with the work, with the wife, with everything, 3 times a week everybody would be able to fit in. How to split it? Non-consecutive days: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and that's it. That's 12 hours a month. Nobody can tell me you don't have 12 hours a month. Everybody has this amount of time.
Noted. So when we went on a call, you said that you when you do the program, you pay attention on 4 moves: hinge, squat, push, pull.
Yes. So again, talking about a hypothetical man who can train 3 times a week, which is 12 hours a month, you need to get as much out of this person as you can in these 3 hours a week, correct? So imagine if he trains 3 hours a week and I give him 1 day only to do bicep and tricep. How big is this or rear delt? How big are those muscles? Very small. Do you think something is going to change? Absolutely not. But if you overload him with big lifts, one day can be hinge pattern, the other day can be squat pattern, third day can be vertical press pattern. It's going to involve so much muscle mass. He's going to have to get stronger whether he wants it or not. And that's why I like these patterns. And all program design actually spins around these patterns. Now, it doesn't matter if you are a professional athlete or just a regular 9-to-5 guy. Patterns for every human being are the same. Get the most out of the exercise that you can. So big lifts as much as you can, of course, with a focus on proper form. So you need to teach them first and explain the value of the big lifts. and that's it.
That's something what most of people they miss. Like they would rather pay attention on buy and try than actually do the complex move with like hinge, spot, or anything. They don't see the value inside because it's not presented the way they're supposed to be, and they are limited with the time.
Yes, they are limited with the time, but also you need to understand. I mean, I'm sure you know this. Trainers don't really explain them. I have a client coming 2 hours a week. That's all she can do. She asked me, "We never do arms. Do I have time with you to do arms? I don't have. I have 8 hours a month with you. I need to get as much big lifts as I can in those 8 hours. Everything else that we fit in is just a bonus. That's it."
Yeah, I agree. So when we mention that, just for people who are listening, what matters the most? Intensity, consistency, or exercise selection? If we put now.
That's a great question, and we can discuss each of these 3 topics in depth for hours, and I think all. But frequency and consistency are the most important thing. If we are working with the general people, the only thing we need from them is to be compliant. Come, show up on time, do what I tell you to do, go home, eat what I tell you to eat. You're not paying me to count reps for you. You're paying me for my brain. That's it. That's what most people don't understand.
Misconception, yes.
Yeah.
Being a personal trainer, they think you are there just to hold their hands,
Exactly.
babysitting.
Exactly. Actually, I have clients that I'm really, really harsh on them.
Get out of here, man.
There's a funny story. No, there's a funny story. I don't really take online female clients anymore.
Okay.
I have few of them who's been with me for years.
Female clients, please contact me.
Every female client, when they met me, after 3 weeks, told me, "When I met you, I was so scared of you, I was going to quit." And now they're not leaving.
Oh.
It takes a little bit time until you get to know me, because I don't talk very much. I tell you what to do, and I explain you what to do, and I shut up. That's it. I'm not here to correct you every single move. You do a set, I'll see if it's okay. If it's okay, I'll give you a thumbs up. If it's not okay, after the set, I'll correct you. And that's it. It's really important, as you know, for the new client to teach them the technique properly, right? If they master the movement wrong, what's going to happen? They won't be able to make a progression in weights.
Yeah, for sure. But as well, I do understand one thing. For people, the gym, for us is not, but for general population, the gym can be very harsh environment.
Yeah.
And they feel scared. And then if coach is too aggressive with every single move that they have to do, it's frustrating, because I've seen the video. I would like, maybe even yesterday, and then the guy was upset. The coach was upset on client because the client didn't pick up the kettlebell the way he wanted him to pick up.
Yeah.
And then the other guy jumps, like, these screens, like nowadays, like everyone is saying, this guy is bullshitting.
Yeah.
But he was right, actually. For somebody who is actually scared of being this kind of environment, you need to be very friendly, and then not being harsh at the first, and explaining, as you said, like I would leave him do whatever, but then after the set, I would say you could do it better. One step at a time, basically. Not that you will get hurt from one negative lift or one
100%.
But just to get this confidence and to build this momentum of coming to the gym and doing the things that you didn't do usually. If the coach jumps on your head and breaks every single rep with explanation, and it's just harsh.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in all these stories and personal training business, we have forgotten that we actually work with human beings. You never know what somebody is going through, right? You never know that he or she had a bad day. Something happened. Maybe she doesn't want to train. Maybe she or he. Maybe they just want to have a chat. And this chat sometimes is more valuable than you spending 3 hours teaching them deadlift. And that's what most people don't understand. You need to know who you're working with. And you need to know the emotional state of the person that you're working with. So, you know how many times I told a client, she's like, okay, I'm not well. Okay, let's go for coffee. They value this more than me standing next to them and counting them squats. Talk. I'm here to help you. Same as you. We need to talk with them, and I think that's what most people overlook. Just overall emotional state of a human being.
Yeah, 100%. Because we all go through something.
100%.
And my day 5,000 is not your day one, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So I will finish there. So let's just pull the line, and I would just close the topic with the training system. So we would say 3 times per week. How would you split the training? Upper, lower, full body? What would be your go-to?
Actually, those you just named right now, those are the most common and personally my 2 favorite types of splits. So if you train 3 times a week, you can do 3 full body sessions, focusing on all major lifts. Second option would be 1 day upper body, 2nd day lower body, 1 day upper body, 2nd day lower body, and like this over the monthly cycle, each session will be repeated exactly 6 times, which is going to create some sort of stimulus and some sort of adaptation. Now, for the full body sessions, you have different kind of options. You can do straight sets for the same muscle part and rest, finish X amount of sets, and then move on to the other exercises. But I always like to superset.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this superset can come in 2 forms, either superset upper and lower body, like for example, dumbbell chest press, then you rest, then you do a set of squats, and then you come back to the upper, which is called a German body comp training, as you know.
Yeah.
And I quite like it.
GBC,
famous
one.
GBC, yeah. But it's not for everybody. Can be really harsh. And other option of supersetting is opposing muscles. So you do set of chest, small break, then you do set of back, and repeat these things.
Glad to hear. Thank you so much. I would move to next topic, and I wanna speak about this one, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Just because it's really harsh, and people don't speak about, and I want us to pull this on surface, because most of people are placing the good side on Instagram, and all general population, people who don't know, they just see this bright highlights.
Bright picture.
Exactly. But now, chasing 6 packs, mental crash, and the dark side of fitness.
Yeah.
Let's go. You can look like Ferrari outside, but inside you might be broken as fuck.
Yeah.
So you have 6 packs. I've seen your pictures on Instagram, and I do have 6 packs as well. People cannot understand from what to what we are going through. Your day is never the same. My day, I'm speaking from my experience. I don't know if you would agree, but the oscillation
Up and
in
down.
your mood, especially if you are low with the body fat percentage, and if you keep this for a while, what then? Just for people to understand that the picture is not just bright.
6-pack all day long.
You are all day.
No, it's not. Again, I'm coming to the stuff that we spoke at the beginning. You really like your job. You actually love it. That's why you do it. You love your body. Okay, but people don't understand that in order to maintain 6 packs year round and sub 10% body fat is not that easy. You know this very well. And I think you know this better than me, because I have phases of being fat and phases of being lean. And I'm doing this on purpose. Reason why I'm doing this is because I want to make myself comfortable carrying more body fat. When I was younger, I was not like this. The moment I saw a little bit body fat coming on my lower abs, oh my God, I need to lower down calories. I need to go to gym, lower down these things, because I needed external validation from somebody. Okay? Most people live like this all day long. They think that if they look perfect, people will respect them more. Now, if you are tying the way you look with your identity, and that's the only thing you have to offer, well, my friend, you're in deep problem. You won't have 6-pack when you're 65. I hope you do. I hope you do. You'll be physically active, but getting as lean at 65 is not going to be easy. So you need to work on yourself a little bit more.
Wow, that hits so strong. And I have to agree. And the people, the reason that guys are running away when they get fat a bit, because they don't have a healthy relationship with the food.
But healthy relationship with the food, first of all, I don't like the word healthy food or healthy snack or healthy this, healthy that.
No, healthy relationship. I'm not
Yeah.
talking the kind of
Okay.
food that you will. So when, for instance, why I'm saying this, just because I have clients who are coming from a phase where they lose the fats, and we are going to phase where you are going to build the muscles actually.
Yeah.
And this phase means that you'll put some extra fat percentage on top. It's impossible. Whoever tells you that you will, the general population without using any PEDs, who comes to you and tells you that you'll be on calories deficit and you'll be able to build muscle while on calories deficit, he's lying to you. And I can 99% of the time, unless you are genetically freak.
Yeah, but how many people in your life do you know that are actual genetic freaks?
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Not many, right? So if you want to build any significant amount of muscle mass, anything that if you want to make any change in your body, you need to eat, right? If you eat, some of this food is going to help build some muscle tissue, but some of this is going to go to fat. And that's completely normal. Now, where problem occurs is people don't want to gain even a little bit of body fat. They always want to be lean. Now, if you're 75 kilos, male, in your 30s, you need to put some muscle mass, right? So getting a little bit of fat with this is actually completely fine because you're going to get stronger, you're going to get bigger, you're going to look better. And then once you start cutting, you will actually have something to cut. If you're 75 kilos male and you're trying to cut something, what are you going to cut? You're going to drop down to 65 and disappear. Take a picture for social media and then what? You're going to have a miserable life. Who lives good on 1,200 calories? I don't know.
But this misconception from the coaches, because they don't know how to get clients out of this phase. Actually, first, most of them, they don't know how to help client lose the fats because you need to be psychologically in this phase with the client at the same time to be able to guide him through.
100%.
But then when we speak about six packs and all other things, I'm aware of that. First, I will start from myself. I have no problem exposing myself here. I always tend to have six packs, as you said, and this is the issue because I link my identity with six packs, and you are right at that way that this is at a point, and you called me out, and I feel this. What you said now, that is harsh reality and truth.
But look, first of all, I didn't because I don't know you that long, so I didn't know that I wasn't going to call you out.
Yeah,
because
I love
most guys, including me, felt the same way you did, right? At some point of their lives, we all tied our abs with our identity.
100%.
And okay, we learned something from this, but it's time to move on. You've tried, you know how to build muscle, you know how to build strength, you know how to lose body fat, you know how to eat, and you know exactly stuff that works for you and hopefully for your clients. Well, now it's time to help them. And I was going to say something on the previous sentence that you were talking about these things because people don't know how to get these things, lower down body fat and stay there and those kind of things, and coaches don't know how to guide them through it. I'm going to tell you a story. When I came to Dubai, I used to work for a company that was saying that they are the best personal trainers in the world. Company will stay nameless. I don't want to cause issues.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting with my manager at the time in the office. And I'm looking at the picture of transformations. It was full wall of transformations. Beautiful. Amazing. Right? And I asked him a question. Okay, then what? They all dropped 15, 10, 20 kilos. Doesn't matter how much. They all got six packs, whether that being in 3 months or 6 months or X amount of time. Again, doesn't matter. Do you know what happened with them? I was curious. I wanted to learn. Because only reason why I applied for this job is because I wanted to expand my knowledge. You know what he told me? Honestly, we don't care. I was shocked. The most expensive personal trainers in Dubai at a time, they told me they don't care. And sentence that lives with me up until now is only thing you should be worried about if you want to improve your career with us is having your picture on the wall with your client. That night I went home and I'm sitting home while I'm driving. I'm thinking I'm not in the same side of business, line of business as they're doing.
But that's the harsh truth in reality that we live in.
Unfortunately, yes.
And that's something that I was about to ask. I put here the question actually. What happens after the photoshoot when the dopamine drops? That's something that really I was speaking about, and I would like to hear from you as well. I made the video maybe 2 days ago on YouTube, and I was speaking what does it mean to develop healthy relationship with the food.
Well, first of all, I think every man should deserve to see their abs once in a while. If you're in your 20s and 30s,
even 40s.
Even 40s, it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it makes you feel good. It's not all there is to it, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, man, you're proud of yourself. You put the work in, you've been through, you've grinded. When everybody was eating cake, you were eating beefsteak. When everybody was partying, you were home sleeping, right? So you should be proud of yourself. So for whoever has done this, well done. I really, really appreciate this because you've been through it, and you know how hard is it. I've been through it. It wasn't really hard for me because I enjoyed it. So for me, it was just kind of normal, okay? But my dopamine and issues with these things, I'm telling you now my personal experience. I never had issue continuing. Like I just keep going. That's it. I take a small break from training in terms of maybe 7 days or so, and just continue training as normal. And then I start increasing calories. But I change the goals. I have goals from physique to goals strength. Exactly. So when I want to take a photo shoot, like you see on my stories and on my social media profile, this is all physique goals.
Your physique, I was going through your pictures today. Wow.
Yeah, it's good, but
wow.
What most people don't understand is that I entered the gym when I was 18. Now I'm almost 38.
Yeah.
And all this time, I train minimum 3 times a week. Nobody pushed me. Nobody forced me to. I just liked it.
But that's the thing, what people don't understand. And then you will get, maybe you exactly, you come, you'll say, I want to be like you. But he hasn't even started things, like, and now you are saying your 20 years of working fucking hard, doing the things which no one sees, and they see one photo shoot where you look amazing, and they come to you and I want to look like that.
But I need to point something out. This is what it is. This is photo shoot. I don't look like this year round, number one. Number two, I don't want to look like this year round. Because I have a phase. Imagine this. One phase of my training is 18 reps. That's it. 3 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 1. And you go home. What can you build from this? 18 reps. Nothing. But you get stronger.
But you get strength. But if your goal is a fucking strength,
exactly.
Then you hit your goal.
Exactly. But how many people you know that they do 18 reps in a gym and go home?
That's the problem, because people are not educated. And this first thing. Second thing, I think that even me, I'm starting from myself. Sometimes I find myself being ignorant as fuck. And that's the thing. You have everything offered. For me, it's hard day to take a rest. And I cannot bear with myself. And then when I crash, why the fuck I'm ignorant? And that same comes to people. They think if you train more, you'll get more results. No, it's not true. It's not true.
More is not necessarily better.
Exactly.
You cannot train every day if you are under-recovered. And what's needed for recovery? Number 1, sleep, right? Number 2, enough protein. Protein can be classified as a protein if it was alive before. So if it's not animal, it's not protein, okay? Now, micronutrients, health of your liver, health of your hormones, all these things play a role. The stronger you are as a human being, the less often you can train, because you're going to be lifting so heavy loads that you won't be able to recover, right?
100%. 100%, but I'm coming to the point where we have this kind of people. Me, I'm starting from myself, and I'm not. I swear to God, I have no problem speaking online. What is the problem that I'm facing? Where I'm messing around? What is the pinpoint with all these things? And I just want people to relate to this because there is nothing wrong being sometimes ignorant and saying out loud, listen, I need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to try and see how it works. I just want to reflect on these things because I think it's quite important because nowadays everyone is in a comparison
With somebody else.
move with somebody else, and this is very important because nowadays peptides are available, PEDs are available. People are real animals. Fucking hell! I was looking the guy. In past 5 days, he has done 10 marathons.
Yeah.
And then you see something like that. And then I get to a point where I'm meeting general population. They're pointing, I want to be like this. But first of all, you don't know what this person is doing in his life. Second, look at yourself. Try to change the things that you can change. Nutrition, sleep, be more active.
Basics.
Foundations, yeah, exactly.
That's it.
And then come to me and say the things are not working. First test. I want to see the data. I'm really data-driven guy. Show me the data. Show me your logs of nutrition. Show me your logs of daily habits. Show me what you do actually. And then we can dial in peptides, PEDs, you name it.
So, again, everything you've said right now is... You said that right now there's a guy who runs marathons 5 days in a row, right?
10 marathons in 5 days.
One marathon is 40 kilometers,
42.
right? So daily
42. Daily
is 84 kilometers,
exactly,
am I right?
Exactly.
84 kilometers times 5. Okay? That's more than 400 kilometers run in 5 days. Okay, so here's my question, and this doesn't come from me. What's the name of this guy, American? He used to run a lot.
Goggins.
David Goggins. Okay. Do you think that is a sane person?
In terms of?
Mentally healthy person.
I'm to be honest, I know that the guy is talking out of like any mouth that he has, any hole that he has on his body, it's coming like all over the place. He's motivating some people.
Everybody's trying to run away from something.
Yeah.
He's trying to run away from pain. He said it multiple times. The guy who ran 10 marathons in 5 days, he has issues as well.
Yeah.
Right? People who train 10 days a week, they have issues. When I was training 10 days a week, when I was 28.
I mean 10 times a week, yeah.
10 times a week, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 times a week, or sometimes even 12. I had issues. Okay? And I'm open to talking about these things because I've been through it, so I understand. But you managed to overcome them. Now, only question is, with these people who do excess amount of physical activity, how long do we last? We all come at a point of our lives where we stop thinking how much, we switch it to how long. I want to be healthy and able to do stuff that I'm doing right now when I'm 70 and 80. And if I go too crazy right now, I know I won't be able, I may get injured myself.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody should be thinking in terms of longevity.
Well, fucking sad, man.
Yeah.
Kept down, really. Because we are living in this comparison mood, you name it.
Yeah.
Stop looking at others.
So when I was going through a lot of my issues, mental issues, was 2018. Okay? And in 2019, I came first time in Abu Dhabi. And a friend from Montenegro, she texted me, listen to this guy, buy his book. And she refers to me to Jordan Peterson. And it was his first book I read at the time. It was 12 Rules for Life.
Okay.
And there was a sentence in
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson, yeah. And there was a sentence that says there, don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were last year.
Or yesterday.
That's the only valid comparison. We are all different. What you can do, there is no way I can do. Nor do I want to. But I want to do better than I was doing last year. I don't know what you were doing last year. Okay?
That's the issue with people, man. And I cannot understand first. There is no justice in the world. There is no justice. And do not try to justify to me whether the guy is right or wrong because he's taking something or not taking something. It's not my business. Mind your own business. Put your head in your plate and try to have your own food. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's very true. I agree with you. But what most people, again, and I think this need to be said. If you go through my social media feed, most of the pictures when I'm shirtless, it's written under what I was using.
Oh yeah, I've seen that actually. Yeah. I've seen you.
Yeah. I always write what I'm using, and if people ask me, I tell them. Okay, I use this much testosterone, this much, this much, this, whatever there is. I do 12-week cycle, and I get off for 1 full year. Try to do everything I can.
But can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course.
I was asking myself, I don't understand why the most famous influencers who they look like Greek gods, why do they cover what they use?
Oh my God, Luka, because of contracts. Money. I'm going to give you an example. You are a famous tennis player or famous football player.
But I'm not talking about this kind of people. I'm talking about the daily basis.
Because look what
Instagram people.
Because most people don't understand what steroids are. They don't know what peptides are. Most people are just ignorant. They don't know basic stuff, okay? And I understand that's not their job. Most people see you looking like a Greek god. That's where it ends for them. I want Luka's body or my body. But you cannot say publicly that you're using anabolic steroids because you're going to be demonized.
Yeah, but look, Ronnie Coleman, for instance.
Ronnie Coleman is a professional bodybuilder.
Oh yeah, but you see then Liver King, Mr.
Of course.
The guy was...
So look what happened to him. Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. If anybody thought that he was natural in the first place...
I was dumb as fuck.
Seriously, bro, you eat raw liver and you're
yeah, but he was making serious money on that, man. Wow.
And that's beauty of marketing. There is a documentary from 2006. It's called Bigger, Stronger, Faster. I would really recommend you to look at it. It covers multiple views on usage of anabolic steroids. View from the doctor, view from the athlete, view from the general population, and from the powerlifters and stuff like this, okay? Conclusion. We are feeding this machine, right? I'm feeding this. What do I mean by this? If I'm paying $150 ticket for a basketball game, I want to see this guy Jokic slam dunk from the center. I'm not paying to see this. Okay, I can see this home. I don't want this. I want to see him breaking the hoop. Is this healthy for him or not? I don't know. I honestly don't care. It's his choice. Yeah. So technically speaking, we are feeding this machine. And as long as we continue in this direction, these things are always going to be there. Now, you have choice in life. I have choice in life. Everybody has. So what are you going to do with your own body? I don't know. I'm not here to tell you. I'm here to guide you. I have personal experience. I have experience with other people. And I'll tell you pros and cons on everything. And you sit home, write it on a piece of paper, and see if it's worth it. That's it.
Wow. Man, we could speak about these things for ages. But
yeah,
I would
especially about Trembolone.
Well, there are several things. Guys, look, if you would like to know something more special about the topic that we covered just now, drop the comment below and definitely we will get back to you. Now, I would like to speak about men's silence and mental health. I think this is very important. Not many guys are willing to open and speak about the problems.
I think we covered partially these things as well, yes. But we can talk more. Not that we are highly qualified in terms of our degrees to talk about these things. This is just a personal experience and those kind of things. So yeah, we can touch the subject as well.
So if man is stuck, what should he fix first? Body, habits, or mindset?
Are we talking about stuck in terms of
in terms mentally,
physique,
like
mentally?
No, mentally. Let's work, because I think that if you start fixing your body, that will reflect on your mental health unwillingly.
Yeah, but behavior is led by emotion. Okay, there is an emotion in the background. If you manage to target the emotion, you can divert the behavior in some other direction. That's what most people understand. Now, targeting emotion hurts. People don't like pain. That's why people don't want to put heavy squats on their back and do 10 reps of failure, because it hurts. You want to vomit later, right? And it's the same thing in a psychological change. When you come to the point of life where you question your personal existence, why do you do what you do? Why do you wake up at 5 a.m. to read a book? Why do you have coffee after the meal, not before the meal? Why do you have same breakfast every day? If you don't question these things, well, I really don't know what to tell you. But if people are trying to change in any meaningful way, they need to change their habits just a little bit. Now, this is where problem occurs. People want to change everything at once. And, it's not very smart, doable, or maintainable. So let's say, for example, the guy from the beginning of our conversation wants to lose weight. What do you change? One thing. Tell him, okay, increase more protein. And give him 3 options, or 5 or 10 options, doesn't matter. That's your change for following few weeks. And guide him. That's it.
Remove the sweets from your diet, just single thing.
Anything. But you would have people that would overwhelm the beginners so much to the point that they are so scared. Like you said, like they're terrified. They're terrified of the gym. Yeah. They're terrified of dieting because they think only thing they're going to eat is chicken breast and broccoli. And who wants to eat chicken breast and broccoli? Nobody. Because it's tasteless.
Yeah.
It's right. So we need to change one habit at a time, and needs to be really slow, needs to be really careful, because any sort of change hurts. Again, people don't like pain.
I do agree. And now, because we came from same area, obviously, Balkan, Montenegro, Serbia, I'll speak from my from my experience, in my side. If you speak about your problems, society will call you weak. And I think that's one of the reasons why men are nowadays closed. And if you can, there is so many. For instance, when the guy comes to huge, for instance, I've seen the guy who lost something on this Bitcoin and all this crypto, and then he has killed himself.
Yeah.
Man, this is one of the cases that, because he lost so much that he couldn't get away with that. God knows what was pressing him. Apart from that, not to mention how much drugs are consumed nowadays, and how this actually interact with emotions, with your brain overall,
well-being,
with decisions that you are getting done.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be relatable to many people who are listening to our podcast, but as you mentioned right now, we're coming from the same area, right?
Yeah.
Ex-Yugoslavia, Balkan. Yeah. Okay. Now, what most people who live there up to now, they still don't understand one thing. This area is highly traumatic. When was this area free? In the time of that King Dusan in 19,000 years ago, right?
Yeah, not
since then?
13th century, yeah.
Exactly. So since then, Ottoman Empire on one side up until 19th century, Austro-Hungarians on the other side, and you are in between.
And then Germans.
And then Germans. And then communism. Exactly. Now, this is how many? Almost 1,000 years of history. You live in poverty. And only thing that is in your mind, how am I supposed to provide a meal for my kids tomorrow?
How to fight.
Oh, okay, that as well. How to fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how to fight. And it doesn't mean, I'm not now reflecting on fight itself.
Yeah.
But how to fight to survive the day in front of you,
Exactly. And this made us physically strong, which is amazing. But you're still stuck in this environment, opinion, and thinking that you need to work and grind so hard, so you need to provide a meal for your family, because if you don't do this, they won't have bread on the table. This is not true. There's everything for everybody. There's no war anymore. Now, after the Germans, communism came. Do you think it brought anything good?
I don't think, to be honest.
It didn't.
Just a mask
It
on
didn't.
face.
It didn't. I saw my family's upbringing. I saw my neighbors' upbringing. Yes, they gave us amazing, really good education, really good care, as much as they could and as much as they were able to afford. But do I want my kids to live like this? I don't.
Yeah.
Probably you as well. And this is one of the reasons why both of us left countries, because you're searching for something better. This something better is not necessarily financially. It's just better life. And it's the life you want to live. And that's it. Simple as that.
100% true. There are several topics that we didn't mention and didn't cover. We are running out of time, but guys, if you would like to get the part 2 with Ivan, sorry, Ivan, please comment below, and then I will just run through, because you brought something here, and if you can tell me, it's a package.
Can I stand up?
Yeah, sure, of course. As well, you were speaking about skin folds and in body and all this. So what do we have here?
So for most people who don't know me, I am the owner of Strength Factory online coaching systems, and this is my logo and my bag. So I've created packages for people.
Okay.
Supplemental packages.
Okay.
Okay. I have 3 packages. We have performance package, gut health, and recovery one. So this is the performance package, because I know a lot of your clientele trains, and your people who are watching you trains. So I want them to try this package to improve their performance and well-being. Let me show you what's inside quickly.
Wow.
And bear in mind that I'm not paid nor sponsored by any brand or any supplement. This is my own personal choice, because I know the quality of these supplements.
Okay. So
Clearly,
those are
creatine
monohydrate. Okay.
Basic, right?
Okay, basic.
Right. You can never go wrong with creatine. It's going to help 100%. You with the ATP CP cycle. Then you have a power pack. Now, power pack is combo of multivitamins as well as a little bit of antioxidants. So it's going to help you in this manner. Then you need to focus, not you, your clients, on a hydration. I think people underestimate hydration. Why? Because they don't know that electrolytes are needed for the conduction of the nervous system. So it doesn't matter if you train or no, you're still going to need magnesium, sodium, potassium, and those kind of things. So this is going to help a lot. And lastly is going to be liposomal NMN. Now, liposomal means it's much easier digested and absorbed than regular one. And NMN is a precursor to NAD+. Now, if something is a precursor to something else, it means it's used in the production to create this. And NAD+ is really, really, really needed for the health of the cell and health of the mitochondria. So, as you can see, this is not a pre-workout. Every single thing that I have given you here right now focuses on one thing only, health of your cell. If your cell is healthier, you're going to be able to produce more energy. If you're able to produce more energy, you're going to feel much better.
100%.
And that's it. Here's a notebook as well, so you can write your goals that we were speaking about, and just a plain t-shirt.
So we'll do it like that. If you live in Dubai and you would like to get this amazing gift from Ivan, I want you to comment here down below. And first comment will get this bag and this packaging from Ivan. I could say this is really nice. Man, you invest a lot of time to create that.
Yeah, and the next step are peptides.
Okay, that's something what I would like to speak with you as well. But yeah, guys, whoever comments first and who lives in Dubai, most welcome to come and pick it up from you, me, wherever. Okay, from my house. So yeah, thank you so much for this. Looks really good. Looks really expensive, by the way, guys. And yeah, I'm not saying this because you are sitting here.
No, because it is.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
So, man, we need to
wrap it up.
And I would just let's keep it here. It's okay. I hope it's not actually.
That's nice.
Okay, that's cool. We should put this from the beginning, yeah? But anyways, as I said, guys, if there is any comment that you would like to see in next episode, I would like to do another part with you, because it was really easy going, and
it went
I
well,
think I could
natural.
speak with you like for another 2 to 3 hours. And if you people just to comment down below what would you like to hear, and then obviously if you find this episode valuable, subscribe, like, send to somebody who has to see. I don't know. I hope you can get something from the podcast today. I've enjoyed, and what to say. Thank you so much for being here, my man.
Thank you for the invitation. It was really nice, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I really hope people picked up something valuable today.
Definitely.
At least, if not, at least how many sessions per week they should be doing as a bare minimum. If they picked up that, I'm happy.
Well, this is the goal. As you said, you weren't here today to speak about yourself, and I could say that you weren't. Actually, I picked up from you some things, so I hope the people out there will do the same.
People are smart. They did.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.